Matt Chapman has finally signed a deal to play baseball with a Major League Baseball team. And that's exciting
It
for
is
a lot of
exciting.
reasons. Because
Yeah,
Matt
tell us
Chapman
why.
is a premier ball player, okay?
Still.
And if you're new to baseball, you need to know that Matt Chapman can ball. That dude knows exactly what he's doing, okay? He signed a 3-year, $54 million deal with the San Francisco Giants. It includes a 2-player options, and this is the third significant signing of the Giants this offseason. And I think this is really important because everybody was really disappointed in them the last couple of seasons.
Well, yeah, especially last year.
Yeah.
Because was it 22 when they won? They won the division
22,
by like
they
a
did
game.
great.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then last year they fell off a cliff.
Yep.
But then this is the thing, is like this offseason, it was kind of like they haven't been making the big splashy moves, right? Yes, they got Jung-Hoo Lee, right, from
They
the
got Jung-Hoo
KBO,
Lee. Yeah.
right? Like it's a big deal, but it's not Otani, right?
Correct. Yeah, we
They
can
got
agree with
Jorge
that.
Soler, big
Nice
deal,
move.
but
Nice move.
he's not Juan Soto,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Slugger, but he's not Juan Soto.
Mm-hmm.
But now they've got Matt Chapman, so it's like, okay, like the sum of their parts here,
Yeah.
they're doing something. They got
That's how
something
I
going
feel.
on here.
It's the sum of the parts. That's
Yeah.
well said. That's
Mhm.
exactly how I feel about it. Well, and the problem is, though, I looked, and San Francisco is already dealing with a couple of major starting rotation injuries. One of them includes an elbow soreness, which we all know leads eventually and nearly inevitably to Tommy John.
I was hoping you
And
wouldn't say it.
so, yeah, and so we're ending. So sorry, let me just toss one up. I
Yeah, there we
apologize
go.
for saying
Yep.
it out loud because that's not what I want to see happen. But sometimes
And who was that
writers
on?
San Francisco. I forget the player's name.
Oh, the player. All right, I'll look it up.
It was one of their two. They've got 5 starters and they're down like 2 of them as
Right.
of today or something like that. And so
Keaton
with
Wynn.
Jordan, what?
Oh, Keaton Wynn has a clean bill of health after an elbow scare.
Oh, it's back. It's okay.
Apparently.
That would be huge. Okay, good. And the reason I bring that up is because there are a couple of really big pitchers on the market, and I am going to say that San Francisco can afford them.
Yeah.
If they're having pitching problems,
So I
there are
did
2
see
really good options.
today that their GM, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he said that they're ready to roll with young pitching.
Okay,
That
cool.
if they have to, they'll roll with it and just see how it goes. And you know what? Sometimes that works out. I felt like the Mariners had to do that last year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Had a couple of injuries. Marco Gonzalez went down, so it was like, well, our next guy is Bryce Miller. We're not sure if he's ready, but let's bring him up.
right.
6 perfect in his debut, and then still gets the W, right? Like,
Yeah,
and Bryce Miller has been a stud ever since. And then you get another injury. Actually, I think that
yep.
was Robbie. Anyway, I can't remember the sequence of events, but had a couple pitching injuries, and then ended up having to bring in Brian Wu, who got roughed up a little bit. Overall, though, has really, really good stuff, and when he's good, he's untouchable. So it's kind of worked out for him. And at one point, they even had to bring up Emerson Hancock, who pitched a great day. He had a great debut, and then had an injury and had to go back down to the minor leagues. But at the same
Wow.
time, though, like you let these guys come up who are ready, but have kind of been blocked by having capable starting pitching, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not able to win the spot out of spring training, so they're down in the minor leagues, kind of sitting waiting for an injury or something. This could be an opportunity for these young guys that could come up and prove themselves with the Giants.
I agree. That'd be really cool. Or they go pick up Jordan Montgomery or Blake Snell.
They should, honestly.
They should.
The hard thing though is they paid Jung-Hoo Lee a lot of money. I think they paid Jorge Soler quite a bit of money, and then now this is not a cheap deal for Matt Chapman. So
No,
I know there's not technically a salary cap, but everybody's got a budget. They got to stick
Everybody's
to.
got a budget.
That's the thing.
There's an
That drives
actuary.
me crazy about this whole thing with Scott Boras. Like they just have money coming out there. They're just gonna go spend it. Like no, everybody has a budget. Like even the company I work for has a budget.
Yeah.
The difference is that in like the NBA and the NFL, they call it a salary cap.
Right.
but in my day job, they call it a budget. Like,
It's a great oversimplification, but I really liked it.
that's really, man. That's the thing that drives me crazy about free agency, and especially in
Yeah.
baseball, is these players are like, just go spend the money. You've got it. It's like, well, no, we don't have bottomless
Yeah,
pockets.
it's
And by
not that
we, I mean
simple,
they,
right?
yeah,
It's the same when people say, "Just go build a new ballpark. This one's falling apart. What's the problem?" It's like,
yeah,
well,
costs
that's
a lot
like
of money to buy to build a
1,200.
ballpark.
Yeah, there's like 1,200 million hands in that cookie jar right now. Okay, and the city
Yeah.
is involved, and sometimes the state is involved, and
Yep.
So, Brad, my question to you is, based on the San Francisco situation and what they've developed, and now that they've signed Matt Chapman, are we seeing something special maybe happening for contender conversation in San Francisco, or is this just kind of static? Is this all going to create some noise?
I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're breaking even. I do think because they were a little bit better in the second half last year, if I remember right. I think that they'll be better this year than they were last year. I don't think they're gonna contend with the Dodgers because I think the Dodgers are gonna run away with the regular season. They're gonna be regular season champions again this next year. I don't think they'll win the World Series, but I think they'll be regular season champions. So there's not really any contending with them in the NL West, but I think that they will. I think they'll contend for a wild card spot.
Yeah. Wow, all the way to the wild
So
card.
all
Okay.
the way. All the way.
Mm,
Yep.
mm.